couldn't score for 6.5 minutes, and I think not surprised that they, switched everything. We expected that. Scored 69 points in the second half against the same defense. I think we just got a little stagnant and didn't want to move. You gotta move. You gotta play with force. You gotta get to the next thing. Sometimes, and you have to ask the guys this. I think sometimes the expenditure of energy on one end, and you don't have it for the other end. I thought our guys were playing hard on defense in the first half, and then just the second opportunities. And that continued, during our comeback. There were a number of possessions where got to stop, but they ended up getting an offensive rebound to end up scoring on it, or there's a loose ball, they get the loose ball. There was a few plays there, the 88-80 to start the fourth, and we get 2 wide open threes, and maybe that's a momentum change. We just the big momentum changing sort of stretch we just couldn't muster, and a lot of that had to do with just the second opportunities.
JJ, Luka just 6 for 17 tonight, and then defensively it felt like they were targeting a lot in pick and rolls, and even when you guys would maybe put him on someone else, they'd find a way to bring him into the action. But what did you make of his night on both sides?
Wasn't his night.
Okay. JJ, in the first half when you guys weren't scoring, it seemed like a lot of that was missed threes, but it was like your shot profile seemed to change. Like I want to say like 8 and 9 foot twos, stuff like that. Like, what were they doing on that? Was that anything?
It was not what they were doing. It was what we were doing, and we showed them at halftime. The spacing, alignments, and having the wrong guy in the dunker spot, the wrong guy in the corner. We just was not. Again, the structure of what we were trying to do against Reds, and what every team tries to do against Reds, is create the proper spacing and create the proper next guy and create the proper guys in the corners. And we just didn't have that. And you end up with turnovers, and you end up with a bunch of non-rim twos.
Is that disappointing, considering kind of the mentality that you would kind of ask your team to have in terms of like, we need to build playoff mentality now, and that's focus and stuff.
Yeah, we're still building it. We're not there.
Kobe,
You mentioned weeks ago, don't remember how long ago, but you mentioned that before the trade in February, you guys were really good against switching. Then you guys went through maybe a little bit of a lull against it. Were you surprised by how much you guys struggled against their switching, at least early on, before you guys seemed to recover and had the second half you did have offensively?
Not surprised. I wouldn't say surprised.
thanks, Coach.
All right.